What's cracking? Josie Garfunkle. Let's learn some shit. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a personalized vehicle spawn. You can call it a trader vehicle event, an admin vehicle, whatever you want to classify it as. I'm going to show you how to pick a vehicle, put it where you want, put some stuff on it, fill it up, and get you going. So for today's video, what we're going to be working with is the events.xml, the event spawns.xml, spawnable types.xml, and our Nitrado DayZ Server. So to start with, I'm going to show you how to set up your vehicle event. This is the one I made for the intro. We're going to start fresh. Same with the event spawns. We're going to start fresh. For the spawnable types, we're going to leave what we got going on. I borrowed this file from Dabs and Doritos from his PvP server, so his vehiculars are decked. So to start with, hop into your events.xml, search for the vehicle events, find the ones you want to use. Sedan is Olga, hatchback 02 is Gunter, the off-road 02 is the new Humvee, the off-road hatchback is the ADA, and the vehicle sedan 02 is the Sarka. Vehicle truck, of course, is the truck. So what you want to do is pick you a custom event, something that you want to use the vehicle type of. I guess everybody currently will be hype on this Humvee. We will use it as an example. I like to come up to the top to put all my stuff. I like to put a little spacer here to kind of block it off from vanilla events. Again, these aren't vanilla, but this is just to show you a nice little habit so you can keep a nice little border. Control D in Notepad will duplicate a line if you would like to leave a larger border. So here we have our vehicle off-road 202 event. We're going to keep the child because that's the one we want to use. We only want one minimum and one maximum to be at this event of one nominal, one minimum, and one maximum. We're going to give this a short lifetime in case we need to cycle it quickly. And you want to give your vehicle event a short radius so you can get to it quickly or within range of seeing it. In some cases, you still might have to run away a little ways and come back for it to actually register or trigger the event, but just give it a short radius so you can be around the area. You won't remove damaged in case someone comes along and blows the engine on it, damages it in some way, have you. This will refresh your event. Now the position is going to be fixed because we're going to choose the spawn specifically, and the limit we are going to change to child because we're not mixing anything. We don't have a range of max and min here. We have simply 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, and we want it to listen to that. Loot min and max is specifically for a prototype to supply loot economy to an item. In this case, a vehicle would use the spawnable types to tell it what to have on it. So we're going to rename this so we have our own. We're going to do vehicle personal as I did for the title. You can name this whatever you want, but it must have vehicle or static as the prefix. I'm going to stick with vehicle myself. Keeps it nice and vanilla. Moving on to the event spawns, we need to make an event spawns insert for our event. So all we need is an open and a close and a single coordinate line. Never mind my methods for making this. You just need an opening line, a closing line, and then borrow you one of these. To get it started, I just throw a couple zeros in here. It makes it easier to copy and paste my coordinates. X and Z is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to get those from Eyes or Vive. In this scenario, we do not need a Y-axis, so we're not going to worry about that as events default to the ground anyway. A is your rotation. For that, you need a degree compass. The map 0 is pointing straight north. That would be the front end of a car or the door of a house. I found seems to be pointing north for 0. 360 is also 0, makes a circle. So 180 is south, 90 is east, 270 is west, and you can get a ballpark of how you're going to rotate your vehicles. Let me explain. Using iSurvive, you're going to come over here to your map. Find you the spot that you want to spawn the vehicle. For the intro example, I spawned it over here. So let's move a vehicle over here. So to get our X and our Z, simply move your mouse around on here. As you see these coordinates down here, move with it. Hold Control, click C, and you'll see it says copied to clipboard. Copied to clipboard. Come back over here to your notepad, paste those in. And if you're trying to be specific, you might need all this. For this scenario, I'm making it as simple as possible. In most cases, you can just use a ballpark and get close enough through iSurvive. Now, how do we get the rotation? Well, we already know that 0 is going to point straight north, 180 south, etc., etc. But say we want to do something tricky. 45-ish up this way, some kind of angle this way. Envision this over top of the map in your head, however you got to do it. Make it transparent and hover it if you need to. But, 40, 45 degrees is going to go that. Splits the 90, of course. But, for example, and simplicity, we're just going to put 45 and make it point off at an angle. You can do anything you need to, 0, whatever. If you're trying to sit it in a driveway, that's where that's going to come into play. Now we want to put some stuff on our vehicle, such as wheels, panels, and stuff inside of the cargo. For this, we need to find the vehicle that we're using as the child of the event in the spawnable types. You have an opening to this, and then way at the bottom after you're done adding all your stuff, you're going to have a close. Keep in mind, every insert has an open, and down below, after the attachments and such, will be a close, signified by the slash. Just like within this insert, an attachment has an open, and the attachment has a close. Always mind your syntax, make sure you have your opens and your closes. Now to make these things 100% be on the vehicle, you want the attachment chance to be 1.00, signifying 100%. Now you can also just take the chance off and give it a direct attachment as well. For this scenario, we're going to use chance, as most people might not want it to be 100%. However, for admin use and such, whatever. So you're going to use attachments for panels and stuff. For vehicles, you can also use attachments for your weaponry and your types in general. For other situations, these would be cargo for the open and close. For this situation, we're not going to worry about all that. I'm just showing you something functional. So now we have our event. We have our event spawn, telling it where we want the event to be. We have our spawnable types, telling our event child what we want to be attached with it. To make our lives a little easier, we're going to put our player spawn right near the spot that we put the vehicle event spawn, so we don't have to travel around. Alright, so now we have a player spawn telling us where we want our player to spawn in. We have our event telling the server what type of vehicle we would like to spawn. We have an event spawn correlating with that event, telling the child where we would like it to be. We have a spawnable types insert telling the game what we want to be attached to that child, which is our vehicle. Now, we need to hop over here to our Nitrado server and start uploading some files. So what you want to do is come down here to your file browser. Once you're in your file browser, you're going to want to select your map, Chernarus or Enoch, whichever it may be. If you're on PC and have some other stuff going on, select that map. We're working in Chernarus today, so we're going to stick with that. And we're going to open our DB folder. to put our new events in here. Now we don't even need to delete this or anything. All we need to do is upload our new one. Anything that's file match, or name matching rather, is going to overwrite anything that's existing. So we simply upload the file, go to where your files are kept, click on the file, in this case events.xml, and open it to upload it. Now we don't have duplicate files here or an events_1 or anything like that because it simply overwrote the file as it matched the name. That's all we need in the DB folder. Let's hop back over here to our main folder, our main mission folder. Let's upload our event spawns now. Same thing, we're going to leave it. We're simply going to upload our new one and it's going to replace it. So go to wherever your file is, event spawns, there we go. Open to upload it or select it, and there you go. We still only have a single file. It has overwritten whatever file was pre-existing. Now we need to upload our player spawns and our spawnable types. We'll go ahead and do that. So we have all our files uploaded and ready to test. One more file. Where are you at? There you are. And that's it. That's all we really need to upload. We uploaded our event into the DB. We have our event spawns uploaded. We have our spawnable types telling our vehicle what to have again, and our player spawns so we can spawn in. Now, all we need to do, restart the server, wait a few moments for it to do its thing, and we'll be right back to hop on there and test it. Now that our server has restarted, we can go to our server. GG test is what I've named this specific one. Simply join it. No mods are required for this. Going raw on this one. Alright, here we are. Oh, and there's our vehicle. So we did it right on the first time. Round of applause, please. Let's take a look at what we got. We got all our panels. Got our wheels. Functional. Let's check the boot. Spare tire. Let's check the cargo. Got some stuff. So there you have it. Simple way to make a vehicle spawn wherever you would like it to, and to have whatever you would like attached or inside of it to it. Play around with it, see what you can come up with. Show us your custom spots, show us your custom loadouts, share a file or two with the other gamers in the community. We'll see you in the Discord. That's it for me on this one. Hope y'all learned some shit. I'm out.